just gonna say.
Oh my god, that flashback was so
extremely
freaking cute. I
satisfying
can't.
watching
You bet your ass to Amazon contact support.
Excuse me?
I need to know where these recipes are.
Okay, relax.
I just want to know where the recipes are. That's all. You're welcome. This person's probably like, what kind of a question is this? This is what I feel like right now.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
We're gonna find these recipes, y'all. Strawberry pie, dirt bombs, s'mores brownies, and flag cake. We're gonna find them and we're gonna make them all. I promise you. Now I'm committed. Now I have to make them. Look what they have. They have the Slice of Summer episodes. I'm telling you. I'm fairly certain I am partly why these dropped, because I think Amazon forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I really think that Amazon forgot to drop them.
I blame the neighbor's cat.
And they were like, oh! I said I was gonna get an email about it. I never got an email. Then poof, here they were. Hi dolls, welcome back. And if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we are going to react to Season 2, Episode 4 of The Summer I Turned Pretty Love Game. I am very excited for this episode because we're having an open house at the beach home. I'm sure we're going to play a lot of awesome games. So I'm sure this one's going to be a little more lighthearted, funny, get some laughs in. However, the last episode ended with Conrad having a panic attack after receiving a text message. I love editing and dissecting these shows, specifically these kinds of shows, because I tend to see things, pick up on and remember things that I didn't in the heat of the moment after further editing. And conversations in the not only YouTube channel but the Patreon thread, I am fairly certain that Conrad was having a panic attack or felt the verge of one coming on possibly when the breakup scene with Belly happened. That's probably why he wanted to get out of there, or he felt like it was going to happen and didn't feel comfortable being in that situation. So it's just really sad knowing all of these things that are going on chaotically in his head and Belly not really being aware of what's going on. I'm excited to see what happens. I don't know, this is getting very, very heated, very, very quick, and I am here for it. Let's jump in, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like over, dislike if you do not like what you see, but comment down below, let me know why, subscribe if you haven't yet. We do fun things here, ring-a-ling the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month, it's only $1.25 a week, it has all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube. In addition to more, don't forget to follow us on all social media at star_chef_productions, or at Jessie Dobbie for Twitter. My super awesome brother Ray, who does all of our logos for mine and Jay's YouTube channels, actually made a Cousins shirt, and this is the idea that we came up with. Well, Cousins design, I should say. This is what I'm getting, the Cousins beach cap, because I think it's so freaking cute. You can get it in so many different colors, but you can also get it on shirts. You can get it on bucket hats. You can get it on phone cases. I saw a puppy dog in there somewhere, but it's really cool. I think it's awesome. We have the infinity symbol for you know who. We have Massachusetts, the right place, and Cousins Beach. So go check it out. It'll be in the link in the description below. But without further ado, this is my official reaction to Season 2, Episode 4 of The Summer I Turned Pretty Love Game. Ta-da! Ta-da! Yay!
On the summer I turned
Fully
pretty.
unedited reactions on
I've decided to
Patreon.
move ahead
Go check
with
them
the
out.
sale.
You could be overthinking the entire thing and it's just a random text message that triggered him right where we left off.
Conrad, man, what's going on?
Panic attack. I'm fine. I'll be fine.
I'm gonna go get Jared.
No, don't get Jared.
You know, the first time you guys brought me here to surf, man, I was so freaked out. You stayed and paddled with me till we caught a wave together.
Good job, Steven.
I thought you were the coolest person in the world.
Oh.
Still the coolest.
More since my mom died.
Nobody knows, right?
I'm glad you're here. Found out I got into Stanford.
Wait, Connie, this is a good thing, man. No, you've been dreaming about Stanford since you were 10 years old.
Yeah, I know. Please don't tell.
So we're over here like maybe he got kicked out of school. Maybe it's his ex. Maybe it's this. Maybe he got into Stanford. I kind of love that it was that. Negative, 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 negative. Positive can trigger a panic attack too. A panic attack is triggered by anything. It's an overwhelming feeling of emotions and just scattered, and you don't know how to handle the situation. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. I love that representation of anything can trigger a panic attack. Oh, what a beautiful scene.
You want one?
Yeah,
Those are for the open house.
Conrad?
Sky, you didn't tell me she
Feel
was
so
here too.
It's they,
awkward for
not she.
Sky.
God, I guess it's been like a decade.
I'm not stealing anything. Conrad, like it or not, I get to choose what happens to this house. This isn't an Aunt Julia problem.
Except it is, because you are the problem.
She's still your family.
Then why is she doing this to us?
This is hard for her too.
Really? Seems like she's doing this all pretty easily.
Thrown into quite the
I would try talking to Sky. Sky knows something.
This is your room, I take it? It's, warm. Your mother's touch.
I know my mom's gone, but here she's not. She picked out everything in this house.
Your family has wonderful memories here, and you will always have them.
She doesn't, though.
Memories are like that. It'd cost tens of thousands of dollars to maintain a year. Money that I don't have.
Sounded like an Aunt Julia problem to me.
What are you wearing right now?
Okay, I forgot mine, okay? And these are the only ones left in the drawer. And they're comfortable, okay?
You're my favorite author.
Brandon Sanderson is your favorite author, and he's here, by the way.
I don't think she
Terrible
buys it,
liar.
but I don't think she has
And I
time to
never
not
smell
buy
bad.
it, so she's like, okay, whatever. The guy she was dating in the last season, that's
Bigger
the only
than
person who knows about Conrad's panic
So,
attacks, I think.
why are you hiding up here? I'm sure that she has her reasons. Blowing it at regionals crushed your confidence. Are you coach's favorite player right now? Hell no. Incredibly rusty in the offseason, like without a doubt.
All right, Taylor.
Am I helping by
positives?
acknowledging the past doesn't determine your fate? It's the choices that you make today. Are there more of these
Have full.
downstairs?
Have full, Taylor.
It was hard enough for me to get this.
I'm looking for Julia.
Right,
house.
yes.
I feel like that's
Julia
next
actually
door.
decided to cancel.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's last minute, but
She's my girlfriend, and she's right. The house is not for sale.
It's supposed to hit 95 today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, let's
Well,
chat
it's a beach
outside.
house. Open the windows.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Who sabotaged the AC?
well, maybe Sky has some information that could help us.
Yes.
I don't know, if only we could get a moment alone with her.
Them.
Right, thanks.
Those two are inseparable.
They're separated right now. Sky's somewhere else. Go see Sky.
Aunt Julia said the AC is broken.
Oh, what? No way.
Today's open house has been canceled.
Steven did it.
You've already ruined my day. The least you could do is get out of my hair for a few hours.
You think you're the only
What
one
about the boardwalk?
Yeah.
Come with us, Sky.
Oh,
Wasn't my favorite, but you might like it.
I shouldn't just stay with you?
No, I'll be fine.
Does she have the cancer that Susanna had?
Cousins.
Once they get to see more of cousins and hang out with you guys, then
Maybe
see why
it'll
we
be a
love this place so
convincing
much.
factor. And Julia can be convinced.
It's nice to feel like our family's a little bit bigger than that.
oh, we're your family too.
He's like, I don't look at you like that.
Thanks.
I love Boardwalk. A wild gal. Jersey Shore, Dobbie, the Jersey Shore.
You have the magical sea breeze to cool you down.
Cool breeze my
I'm kind of a natural introvert, so I can't tell if this place is horrifying or if it's just like my lizard brain in action.
It's fun, I promise.
Belly was 12, and Conrad beat her at shoot your shot, and her penalty was to ride the Tower of Terror.
My mom always hated it, but Susanna loved it so much, so.
You know what else my mom loved?
Paranormal
beach
investigator,
house.
their hat says. All right,
My mom's
Conrad.
not evil, and your mom wasn't a saint.
Not another great boardwalk showdown.
Why not?
Belly and Conrad got too competitive, and then my mom banned us from ever playing again.
I want to see it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Oh,
go.
yes.
I should actually
Yes.
head out.
No. Stay.
No, you should stay.
Oh.
It's fine.
Good, because it's
too
not
late.
Sky's fault,
You're already on my
regardless
team.
of whatever is happening.
I'm not gonna like whip in the air. I don't trash
in the
talk.
air.
The corners of my mouth might turn up just a little bit, but I'm not gonna smile.
I thought we'd lost this part of our lives forever. But maybe, just for today, we can have it back.
Little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, and I'm on me.
All right, everyone. The middle rounds, it's a one-on-one competition, so choose your best fighter.
Probably not gonna be me.
Hey, don't sell yourself short.
This is making me want to play laser tag.
And you are not.
Soundtrack always stops.
doing the green.
Remember the last time we saw each other?
I remember you were a lot smaller.
Ah, yes. Thank you, puberty. My mom was hoping it would be a chance to clear the air about all the past. They fought, and we left. My mom cried the whole plane ride home. We had pizza for Christmas dinner. Beach house is pretty cool. It would have been nice to spend some time there with you guys.
What is the drama between the two
wait,
of
look, check it
them?
out.
Because it sounds like it's something serious.
Oh, she sent her a picture.
What, dude? No. But if you take a picture and send it to her, she'll find out where we are and come and bust us.
Oh, yes.
The book thing?
Laurel doesn't get nervous.
You're wrong about Mom.
Hey,
trouble?
Cam.
Oh, I mean,
What's
officially,
up, buddy?
Nicole said that you were doing some internship on a fancy whaling boat.
Yeah, fell through.
We have our threat back in the mix.
Cam yet. Sky, this is Cam Cameron. Cam Cameron.
Get it, Taylor, go.
That's too easy. Shoot your shot.
Oh, you're on.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Basketball hoops at the Boardwalk
Basketball's
are
about
always fixed. Don't fall for it.
Too bad for you.
Cam just controls all the
Come on,
games.
Connie.
Come on, Belly, you got this.
Shoot. Nice shot, Belly. Wrong team.
Beautifully
bro.
done.
You do that on purpose.
Boom! Guess you can't cosine angles. Whoa, wait. Kind of fun.
That's kind of fun.
Perfect spike. That's my killer bee. I knew you could do it.
I think you get to pick a prize.
I was 13. Conrad asked me to go. Just
Oh my
us.
god, they're so
It was
cute.
everything.
I was thinking we could play some ring toss.
I thought he'd asked because he wanted to hang out with me.
I like your shorts.
Thanks.
Yeah, they're really nice.
I thought you said they were too short when I wore the exact same ones 2 days ago.
I bet you he saw her looking at one of the stuffed animals and he wanted to win it for her.
How come you never came back?
The line for the Ferris wheel.
This is the best prize they have. I thought you might like it.
I'd rather have had the giraffe, but thanks.
All right. So we finally get to pick.
My heart.
Dancing.
You remembered. That flashback was so freaking cute. I can't. That was adorable.
After everything he put you through.
When he was sweet like this, I remembered why I did. Used to love him, I mean.
It always happens that way, sweetie.
Math with your feet.
It's kind of true.
They'll never see you coming. This is how we win.
I love these games.
Ooh, I told you hugs.
Okay, like, well, this is all very impressive.
Oh, look who it is.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
You look like you're having fun.
Oh, she got the green dress.
Oh, you know, it's soul-destroying, deeply traumatic, making me question every
Good,
decision
Laurel.
in my life I've made up to this point.
It's okay for it to be hard for you, too.
I'm her mom. If she sees how big my grief really is, it'll just scare her.
It's losing yourself in the grief that you
I
have
had
to
a
worry
really bad
about.
episode of depression a few years ago. It was the friends who climbed down into the hole, sat with me for a bit, that really made things better.
Are you here for your new book?
Didn't come here for her.
Would it scare you off if I told you I was here for you?
Depends on where you take me for dinner.
Oh, good for you, Laurel. Send it. Send it. Send it. Send it. Send it.
I did not expect to be here doing this again.
The need for speed. Let's go.
Do or die, last one. I love this song. I love this soundtrack.
That's why our mom banned us from playing. I could pay. I mean, I made a ton of money shorting Bitcoin, so competing in games was quite literally hell.
And Belly and Courage.
Against all odds, I've kind of had a great day getting to know my cousins.
I'm gonna go get you a barf bag. Hey, no one said you had to do this one. Think about it.
Let's go.
This used to be my favorite ride in Disney World, and now I'm like terrified of it. I went on it maybe like 6 years ago, and I was like, ah!
I guess so.
I can't do this. Hold
I'm right
hands.
here with you, okay?
Jeremiah is always there when I need him. He stayed home with me for the rest of the week.
Aww.
And then when he got sick 2 days later, I stayed home with him.
I love these flashbacks.
Interesting.
Ah.
What?
Nothing. Weird, having some fun. Like, part of me feels guilty. I don't know if that makes sense. I know you know.
Fun is important, very important.
Why does she know he knows? What?
wanna come back to the
I'm
house
forgetting
with us?
something. So beautiful.
I haven't seen you this happy in a long time.
Felt good to feel like a kid again.
Today was good.
One day at a time.
There was a vibe between you and Belly.
Nobody's ever talked to him about this.
Appreciate your observation. And I cannot wait to crash in my bed.
Were you taking a shower? Oh, thank you.
How come you didn't want another junior man?
I'm not 13 years old anymore, Conrad.
Was the furniture gone? Everything's gone. That's terrible. Oh, that's so painful. Oh my gosh. I want another episode. All right, there you have it. Episode 4, Love Game. Very, very good episode. Completely different than what I thought it was going to be, which was them hanging out at the open house, messing with people, doing funny pranks and stuff, right? No, it turns out that somebody sabotaged the air conditioner. I'm fairly certain it was Steven. And they get out of the house, or out of Aunt Julia's hair, as she puts it, since they already ruined her day, to be specific, Conrad specifically, and they go on to the boardwalk, and they have this awesome day. They are playing arcade games, they're doing their rival thing, they're riding go-karts and picking out candy, Belly's reminiscing all of these awesome flashbacks of Laurel and Susanna and her taking a picture. The moment with Conrad, which wasn't such a happy one, but I think she definitely misconstrued. There was a lot else going on there in Conrad's head. I think that he was going there to win her the toy. I don't think it had anything to do with that girl. And if it did, I think he recognized how upset she was and tried to make it up to her by giving her the stuffed animal, and then it wasn't the one she wanted, and you know, it was this whole thing. What's sad is she has this reminiscent moment of thinking about when she was sick and how Jared was there for her, and Jared caught her cold, and then she waited with him all week, and you know, they were there for each other, right? Jared's always there when she needs him. I think we're starting to see, though, yes, Jared's there for her whenever she needs him, but I don't think Conrad necessarily isn't. I think that she is misinterpreting the situations that happen. Do you ever have a crush on somebody that's so intense that you start scrutinizing every single little move that they make or you make? You're thinking like, oh my gosh, they hate me, or oh my gosh, they think I'm stupid, or oh my gosh, why did I say this, or oh my gosh, why did I do that? You overthink everything. I think that's what she does with Conrad when she has these flashbacks of these moments. But maybe I'm totally wrong. But I think there's a little more there going on. Regardless, we're having this beautiful reminiscent day of the yesteryears, where she even says, I didn't think that we could have days like these anymore. And not only that, but they're bonding with Sky. We have this awesome time where Sky wins the dance game, or the step it like this, step to it, it's step to this. Sky wins the step to this game, something that they don't usually do, partake in any social things in general, let alone dance competitions, and, you know, interacting and making jokes and Conrad. And Sky even says, this is awesome to get to know my cousins a little more and hang out. And so I think that that's really, really cool that they had this whole bonding moment where they just got to be kids. They just got to hang out, be silly and stupid, enjoy the beach and the boardwalk and the place for what it is, enjoy cousins, and lose themselves in each other and in the environment. And I feel so terrible because on the way back, Conrad says, this was a really good day. And that's going to happen. You know, you're going to have really good days, and then you're going to have really bad days. You got to take the good with the bad. But when the good is good, it's so good. And so we have this amazing day, and they come home to this. This is horrible. This is so heartbreaking because we spent the first few episodes remembering Susanna via the house, because that's all that's left. And they all of them reference this. Conrad referenced it in this episode. Belly referenced it in, I guess it was episode 2 when they first get to the house. Susanna is nowhere and everywhere. Is what Belly says. Conrad says, my mother is everywhere. She picked out all of the things in this house. It's the only thing that we have left of her. She's everywhere. And it's taken from them. It's, once again, like that, just gone. They don't get to say bye. They don't get to spend their last, what they think or want to be their last moments. It's just gone. It's gone. And it's almost as if they're reliving the pain and the heartache and the loss all over again, because they're staring at bare walls where all of their memories used to be. It was the last thing that they had, and Julia took that from them. This was a move. But you know what's insane? If we're playing devil's advocate here, let's look at this from Aunt Julia's point of view. She doesn't have a relationship with Conrad or Jeremiah. She had apparently a poor relationship with Susanna. This place means nothing to her. She never even used to vacation there. She hasn't been there since she was young. She's selling the house. I honestly think that there's other underlying issues there. For example, when Sky says to her, I should stay with you, or I'm going to stay with you. I should stay with you, right? And she says, no, go out. And Sky says, so I shouldn't stay with you. As if, like, why do you need to be there? Is there a reason? I almost feel now like maybe Julia has the same cancer as Susanna. Maybe Sky does. There's something happening there. Do they not have any money? She talked about working. I have to go back to work. Maybe that can't be it, because Sky mentioned something about Bitcoin, but who knows how much money they made. I think there's something else going on there. But regardless, even if there's not, Aunt Julia doesn't know that, to be completely honest with you. All she knows is these bratty kids are harassing her to keep this $1 million beach house that she cannot afford because they lost their mother, which is sad and horrible, but it's not her responsibility to mend their hearts via paying thousands of dollars a year for this beach house, because she does mention the upkeep of it, maintaining the house. What was one of the comments that I made? I can't remember what episode it was, when I'm like, you guys have a pool, first of all, a built-in swimming pool, and it is spotless, and you weren't even sure if anybody was going to be there this summer. Do you know how much it is to clean a built-in swimming pool? It is expensive as I didn't even know if people were going to go into the house. So it is a hell of a lot of money to maintain that giant entity of a home. Let alone, again, the taxes are probably like $10,000, if not more, for the year at least. So I get it. I see her point and I get it. And you already are seeing that they're causing trouble being there. So what better way than to get all of the crap out when they're not in the house? It's cruel. It's cruel, in my opinion. It's evil. I couldn't do something like that. But I also wouldn't be treating the situation like her. I would probably be trying to figure out a way where they could keep the house and I could still get some money. But I don't know. We need to learn more about Aunt Julia and Sky. We need to know more about that situation. I like how they show here Sky immediately pulls out their cell phone as if I need to contact her and see where the hell she is. Where did she go? What's going on? I wasn't aware that this was going to happen. Because I bet Sky feels like shit too now. Sky's like, I just had this awesome freaking day with hanging out with people and getting to know my cousins, and then now I once again look like the bad person coming into this. Like, Conrad was kind of giving Sky shit, and then separated the two situations like, wait, this isn't Sky's fault. This isn't Sky's problem. So I'm not going to direct my anger at Sky. Fair enough. But now Sky's probably like, oh my god, this is gonna happen again. They're gonna start pointing fingers at me. It's just a tension that's unneeded. So, oh my god, this is so bad. This is so sad and so bad. This is so terrible, because it's like, I understand Aunt Julia's side of it to a certain extent, but obviously I am siding with them because of the emotions and the feelings attached. But I want to believe, and I really hope and feel like there is another thing, something else is going on with Aunt Julia. We have the conversation with the Christmas Eve. Sky brings this up, by the way. Interesting. Christmas Eve, and my mom wanted to talk about their past, and your mom didn't, and wanted to pretend like it wasn't a problem. Argued, we left. My mom cried the whole plane ride home. What is the drama there between the two of them? It can't just be typical, like, sibling family bullshit. It has to be significant enough for them to not keep in contact. again, the kids said they haven't seen each other since they were little, and they're all teenagers now. So this is a good 10 years, I want to say, maybe. And she didn't go to the funeral, and Sky didn't go to the funeral. Something is going on. Something's happening. There is something going on there, and I want to know what it is. Because Sky also makes the comment, your mother wasn't a saint. And we know that Susanna was a saint. So what is going on? Why is Susanna not a saint? Holy crap. Aside from all of that, we have Laurel going to her book thing in the city, and it's like kind of going okay, I guess-ish, whatever. Cleveland shows up, and it gets a lot better. Because we have this awesome conversation where he says, you know, you're allowed to say that you're upset, and you're allowed to feel upset, and you're allowed to be upset. And you should just kind of work that into the conversation with Belly and let her know Laurel is afraid that she is going to scare Belly off with her emotions and her feelings. Now, yeah, to a certain extent, I get that, but it's about not getting lost in those emotions and feeling like you can talk to the person and express yourself. That's the difference. Laurel feels like she's like, I'm a mother, this is not happening to me, like a robot, and Belly's picking up on that. Belly called her out on it flat out in the other episode. So I think once Laurel becomes a little more vulnerable with Belly, a little more open and honest, like Belly was trying to have a moment with her. Like, I know everybody's gonna love your book like we loved Susanna. Thanks, being busy. Talk to you later. That's cold. That's not you being an adult and being a mother. That's cold. So I can't wait for that breakthrough for Laurel to have that with Belly. And I like that Steven kind of stood up for her too, because they had their little moment with the breakfast and everything in the last episode where he's like, give her more credit, you know? And I love that we were having a date with Cleveland, because to be completely honest with you, I like Cleveland. I thought he was cool. I thought that they were good together. I thought he made her smile, which is really cute. I think Laurel deserves to be happy. So I love that he's like, I kind of came here for you, and I'll take me out to dinner. Okay. And they have this sweet moment. So I hope we see the date later in the episode. If not, we see them together again. But yeah, oh my god, this is crazy. We got so many interesting moments. Oh my god, and the clincher, as I said at the beginning of the reaction, the freaking text message is not a text message. It is an email letting Conrad know he got into Stanford. It's not a bad thing, kind of, I guess, considering who you ask. It was getting into Stanford. But now Steven is aware of the panic attacks, and if I am correct, I believe that he is the only one, aside from Cleveland, that knows that these things happen. So I'm curious to see if this happens in front of Belly, and she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that this was going on with you, or if he maybe opens up to her about it. I don't know, but I think that it's going to be an important factor for Belly to know and find this out in order to further understand what is going on with Conrad. Right now, she thinks he's like the mysterious, silent type that doesn't give a crap about her, and really he's just like in his own head and doesn't know how to slow down and stand still, which is... it's really sad, because for people like that, it's hard for them to share their emotions. It's hard for them to explain to others how they feel because they don't even understand it. So, yeah, we have these awesome moments with Jer, and which I loved, but then we also have these sad flashbacks of thinking of her and Conrad. I also love the line she says, it's when he's sweet like this that makes me remember why I liked him and reminisce of like old times, but... She reminisces too much on the old times and the old negative times and doesn't think enough about the current things that are happening and why they're happening. But, oh, fantastic episode. This was so good. I wish that I had another one. I wish that they did these 2 per week. That would be cool. 2 per week. I don't want it all at once because it would be a lot. I like to soak it in. I like to talk to all of you. I like to edit and figure out what I missed and see the thing over again. But another episode would really be awesome. But... we'll have to wait until next week. Don't forget, check the link down below to get your cousin's merch. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye. Oh, Dobbie left. She knew it was over.